Hello guys, this is back with another Wave and welcome back to the channel. This was supposed to be my 1.5k special, but we gained subscribers pretty fast, so this is like my 1.5/1.6k special. So I hope you guys understand that. And yeah, I was kind of polishing this one, and I was kind of preoccupied with a little bit of other what ifs. Yeah, so if you guys want me to continue this what if, I don't need like likes or anything, but I'm gonna need like a general support of this what if, and I'm also gonna need probably 2,000 subscribers. Yeah. Anyways, let's get right into what if I was in Naruto, and make sure that you're subscribed and join the Discord link in the description. Story. In a certain part of Konoha, there lived a boy. This boy was named Darius, and he's a Jinchuriki, the nine-tailed fox. Darius lived with his mother, father, and younger sister Tiu. Darius idolized his parents and strived to be like them almost every day. Darius had orange hair, green eyes, and he was very hardworking. Darius' mother had red hair, and Darius' father had black hair. Some of Darius' favorite memories he had with his parents were learning cool new jutsu and training. One day, Darius' younger sister, Tiu, told him that she was going out to play. Darius was taking care of Tiu, and Tiu is only like 1 year younger, while their parents were on missions, would tell Tiu that she can go out. But this was something that Darius regrets and thinks about every day. Tiu, when she went out to play, will in return. Darius explained the story to his parents, who blamed him for her death. Darius' parents had lost hope in him, putting Darius up for foster care. Darius very soon will be introduced to a new life, being beaten for showing any sense of happiness. Darius was very sad at this time period and had thought about committing suicide on multiple occasions. Darius, at the ripe age of 5, was very intelligent for his age, making others around him jealous. Darius also had many scars on his body, and with each scar, it resembled every single time that he was beaten. Also, Darius usually sneaks out of the house to train, honing his skills almost every single day. Anyways, one night, Darius would correct his foster father on a math equation while his foster father was doing his taxes, and this would result in him getting beaten. This time was enough. He couldn't afford to keep getting hurt like this, he would say to himself. Darius' foster father, Tanika, would look at Darius' shoulder, seeing the many slashes. Tanika would then back up as red chakra surrounded Darius. Darius would then pounce on Tanika before beating him a pulp, over and over and over again. This brutal beating from Darius will leave him on the floor to bleed out and die. Darius would then walk out of the house, returning to the home of his parents as more and more fox-like and monstrous features appeared on his body. Darius would then break into the door, opening it and resulting in a fight between Darius, his mother, and his father. Darius would then shoot a fireball at his parents, but they would dodge. Darius' mother, Aika, would then punch Darius, sending him flying and landing outside. Darius' father would then activate the Sharingan, as his mother would then hold him tight with rough chains. The red vermilion chakra that emulated around Darius would fade, as he would then ask why his parents, then he would ask his parents a question. Why did you leave me all alone and helpless? I have no one there for me, and I can't do this anymore. Darius would then reach into his pocket, grabbing a pocket knife and telling his parents, if only Tiu didn't disappear, this would have never happened. As he would then shove the knife deep into his stomach, blood would then spew out of his body, but his memory would go blank before waking up in a hospital bed. Darius would wake up to his parents at his side, thinking that it must be a horrible, horrible dream. He would pinch himself, but he couldn't feel it. But he could feel it. He wondered why they even cared about him, because if they abandoned him, then why are they there at his side right now? Darius would slowly start to get back his walking after suffering damage to his legs and chest the night before. Darius would then leave, going to a forest to walk around and observe the wildlife in nature. The sounds of birds chirping and the sweet smell of bees making honey and pollen would softly flow through the air. This soft feeling would make Darius feel at home until he saw two figures running through the forest in the corner of his eye. Darius would then turn his head to get a glimpse of a man with orange hair in three places on his head and a girl with pink hair, oddly resemblant of his little sister. Darius would then call out to the pink-haired one, "To you! Is that you?" The pink-haired girl would tell Darius that her name's Tayuya before telling him to leave the forest. Darius would then do as he was told, leaving the forest before going home and surprisingly be welcomed back to his home with open arms. It seemed that his parents had finally realized their mistake, getting over the disappearance of Tayu and moving on. Darius would then be registered into the academy because of his parents realizing his true potential and the amazing shinobi that he could one day become. Genetics. Okay, so at this point in the video, I think I should explain to you guys the clans that my character belongs to. And yeah, so Darius is half Uzumaki and half Uchiha. Darius only knows how to use Uzumaki chains, but that's it. Although he tries to activate the Sharingan on multiple occasions, and he tries to do it a lot, working hard to try it. And yeah, he eventually will get there. And that's all. The Academy. When Darius first entered the academy, the only one that believed he could, or that he believed could hold a candle to him in power or in a fight was Sasuke, though he is very open to the possibility of making friends. Darius would have basic knowledge of most clans, being able to point out some and not others. Darius would then greet most of the students in his class, but when he would try to be nice to Sasuke, still broken from the massacre, which occurred about a day ago, would push him away. Darius would be sent flying by this and pushed, banging his head against the chalkboard. Darius would then tell Sasuke that he will not tolerate his antics before asking Iruka if the two could settle it elsewhere. Iruka, seeing the two fighting as a good way to see them compared to each other, would agree. Iruka would then tell the two of them to not hold back before counting down from 3 to 2 and finally to 1. Sasuke would move quite fast, bringing Darius down with a fierce strike. Darius would then tumble to the ground, holding Sasuke's arms with a tight grip. Sasuke, with an obvious advantage, would rip his hands away before punching Darius right in the face. Blood from Darius' face would splatter onto Sasuke's shorts. Sasuke would then grab Darius by his shirt, hanging him in the air and taunting him. Darius would then tell Sasuke to hold him or to put him down, or he would be forced to use his power against him. But Sasuke would throw Darius away. Then, Darius would catch his feet before sending a fireball at Sasuke. Chains would appear charging out from Darius' stomach and coming down at Sasuke. Sasuke would be caught desperately trying to rip them off, but it was no use. The spikes that were around the chains would dig into Sasuke's skin on all sides, causing him to fall in pain into the ground, being sent crashing in the wind and falling by Darius' fireball. Anyways, Darius would then bend down, telling Sasuke that he warned him for clenching his fist and rampaging on Sasuke. Sasuke would ask him for mercy, but when Darius still wouldn't give it, he would grab 2 kunai from his pocket before stabbing into Darius' hands. Darius would then jump back, being shocked that Sasuke was able to do that to him so quickly. Then, Sasuke would stand up with his shirt and shorts torn and his face bleeding a bright crimson red. Sasuke would then tell Darius that they should end the fight. Darius would agree, not wanting to fight Sasuke any longer and scaling him to about 75% of him in power. Sasuke and Darius would finish class before heading home. Darius would finish class before heading home. Darius would come home to see his door wide open and to see blood trailing through his house. Darius would rush into his house, trailing the tracks of blood and seeing Darius' father with a sword through his stomach. Darius would then run at the attack with one powerful kick that the powerfulest kick that he's ever produced. Anyways, the man would then grab his kick, being overwhelmed and dropping his father. Darius would then catch him before running out of his house. Darius' father, whilst on his back bleeding, would ask Darius what about his mother. Darius would then drop his dad off by a nearby tree, collapsing on a stump before getting back to his house in a flash. Darius would enter his house to see his mother tied up in a rope. Darius would then pull out his kunai before slicing off the ropes. Darius' mother and him would have a great hug for being tossed aside. Basically, his mother was tossed aside. The man would then step forward before jabbing his sword into Darius' stomach. Darius would almost fall over before thinking about his father and how he might die from blood loss, forcing him and to stay alive and erupting in chakra reserves. His Sharingan had finally activated about this newfound love and wanting to protect his family. Red vermilion chakra would then flow through his body, leaking out of portions of the seal that was placed on him, containing the Nine Tails. Anyways, Darius would then charge at the man, but he would put his sword out in order to slice him down quick and easy. Darius' punch would punch right through the sword, slicing it right in half. Chakra chains would then emerge out of Darius' stomach, wrapping themselves around the man. The man wouldn't be able to move, so Darius would grab the other end of his chains before tying it into a knot. Darius would then grab his mother off the floor before rushing to his father and taking his father to a hospital. Darius and his mother would then return home before unmasking the mysterious man. Aiko, Darius' mother, would then gasp, backing up and saying, "Itachi, is that you?" Itachi, tied up and helpless, would reply, saying that it is him. Darius' mother would then tell Itachi that if he ever messed with her family again, then she would pay the ultimate price of death. Also, telling Itachi that she would kill his little brother Sasuke with no hesitation before using Itachi as a punching bag. The two would then pick up Itachi, throwing him out of their house and releasing the chains. Itachi would start to his feet before going to converse with the third Hokage. The next day, Darius would go to check up on his father, who was currently recovering from his injuries. Darius also came to the hospital to his father for another reason, as well as checking up on him. He had a different reason. This reason was so he could show him something. Darius didn't activate his one-tone Sharingan before hugging his father and showing him that he actually finally achieved his Sharingan, which made him proud. Anyways, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly enjoyed making it. Also, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this one. And enjoy me making this one extra long, I guess. Oh, yeah, this is not really long compared to all the videos. Sorry, extra long is like a downplay, I guess. Anyways, I guess I just didn't have a long intro, and it's better that way. Anyways, make sure to watch that to the fullest. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this one, I certainly enjoyed it. And if you guys are looking for or wanting a live stream Q&A, like a Q&A live stream, I am willing to do that. Or like, would you rather? I'm down to do that live stream. Anyways, guys, I love you all, guys. I hope you guys know that. Make sure to check the Discord down below. And I love you all, guys. Peace.